I freaking have been not charging my speaker properly, and I can't live without music. But I just met this really nice guy, right? And I met this group of kids too. They came up to me. And it was like first it was 2, and then it was 4, and then 6, and they were like, "Yeah, you're right, Rebecca. We don't want to be a doctor. We don't." Well, don't. I love kids. Let me tell you why I love kids so much, because kids are they're not taking it. You know how I was always a rebellious child. I fucking wasn't having all that Jehovah's Witness shit, and I'm out of here. Y'all crazy. You ain't putting your hands on me, none of that. I will fucking sleep on the train, go on a group home, and do my fucking thing, okay, since I was born. And that, like, rejection is a really good thing, because when you're rejected, you learn how to take care of yourself by yourself. You don't need fucking people in this world. People are fucking problems. Family, problems. If people were so amazing and family was so amazing and getting married was so amazing, this world would be a beautiful thing, because everything is based on love. But people that do things when they're unhealed are doing it to be saved, which is a fucking war. That's war. When you're over here, I'm over there, and you're supposed to give me something. See, this is why I tell you guys, please conduct your life like it is business. Because ultimately, everything... That's why I like Donald Trump. I respect Donald Trump. I don't really like him. But he is a businessman. You see, when you're a Democrat, that means just everybody can do whatever the fuck they want. You get high, they give out drugs, crack, pills. You're not getting anywhere in life. Yes, he reminds me of my mother, evil mother. My mother, she's like really strict and really evil. She'll get your ass killed in 2.5 seconds, okay? But she'll make sure you know how to read. You're like, you're like educated and like refined and like really strict and really kind of like, it's a paradox, right? But the thing is, all your haters brought something to the table. And like I told this guy just now, because I can just look at people and see everybody using them. You know when you can tell when they're fucking the ones that are sick? Anybody around you that's sick, they're the ones being taken advantage. Because the narcissist is literally sucking and siphoning your energy. Because everything is energy. And because they're using you for money, they don't even have to use you for money, a place to stay, whatever. They just call it for some fucking shit. You are not doing anybody a service by helping a grown-ass adult, and even a kid that's an older kid. If they're above 12 years old, they should be washing their own dishes, doing their own laundry. They should be doing things for you. What's going to happen if you drop dead? How are they going to do anything? How? They're not going to have any skills. They're going to get married, right? And let the woman do it, and then you see they're using somebody again. You don't get anywhere in this life by using anyone. You have to use yourself, okay? And use the force of the energy of the universe by breaking free from the fucking matrix and opening up your third eye. It is so intense. I just told the guy, he said, "Yeah, I did that." No, it's not I do that. It's a lifestyle. Opening your third eye is once it's open, you can't close it. Because you see shit that you already knew. You already knew. Who is that? It says, "No way you got a light jacket." Wait, what is it? It says, "No, why you gotta like him just because he's a businessman?" Trump. Well, let me explain something about life. Businessman, right? The thing about business, it's like 1 and 1 makes 2. You don't have to like the answer, right? But it makes more sense. I don't vote for anybody. I'm not in the matrix. But I'm saying I'm doing a comparison, right? But let's look at Biden, right? Biden's ass is a fucking sleep. It's kind of like, they remind me of my parents. My father was very lenient. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And my mother's super strict, but she's crazy. She'll beat your ass. And then in front of everybody, "Hi, darling, I didn't do anything." She'll lie on you. She's a narc. She's a narcissist. And that's what Donald Trump is, a narcissist, okay? This whole world is a narc. People that don't care. But that forces you to break free from something that's too strict. You understand my point? But it should be business, because if not, it's like rhetoric. It's total chaos. Every man for himself, and it puts everybody in danger. It does. He is forcing you to get your shit together. You don't have to be part of this world. You shouldn't be. You should create your own planet with your own rules. What are you going to celebrate Christmas? Santa Claus that's sliding down? All these fantasy things? The Tooth Fairy? It's funny because they start that shit in your childhood, and then they make sure you have children so your children can keep you in the loop with the Fruit Loops and McDonald's and the clowns and the circus. That's a big circus. These people are giving your food to your children to make them, think straight? How? And you see, it's like die, and it's a captain. Why would you let a captain feed your kid? Would you let a clown give your kid a meal? Would you let a bird, the Tuscan bird, Apple Jacks? I mean, it's just like toy food. They already tell you what the fuck it is. You are so caught in it that, like I said, look, it happened before you were even born. It was all programming. It's very strategic programs for ownership. Okay, just like if you go and look at slavery or you look at the Jews, anybody who's been held captive They're doing the same shit now. It's just wrapped in a different package. Because what happens once people get informed, they find a different way to do it. Okay? But the reality is, it's really none of your business. Your business is to heal yourself and get rid of your fucking phone. Like I said, if it's so hard for you to get rid of your kids and they're draining you of your energy or people or friends and you're not where you want to be in life, please just do the 5 things I tell you, the 5 rule. Call the matriarch that anybody who abused you as a child, but because of the label you still talk to them, that person. Call them and say, look, take some classes at HB Studio, okay? This is you investing in yourself, because everything is a stage. 120 Bank Street, HB Studios, I think they have online classes too, but take any kind of acting classes with movement, with voice classes, anything. I have been taking HB classes since I was like 17. I used to go to Henry Street Center for my piano classes as a kid, because I had my own piano at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I played the violin, the cello, the bass, the viola. Then I had eczema. Nobody would touch me. I had the crazy family. And I loved it because I love doing things I love to do. Like, I really love roller skating. I used to be a figure skater. I've done like 1 billion things. But how else can I find out what I love unless I do it, right? Now, when I start hanging out with people, that means I'm going to start drinking, getting high, because people are broken. And when you're hanging out with people, they really are indulging in whatever their habits are that make them feel better. And that's how you get introduced to it. Whatever you started doing, you didn't originally start smoking or drinking or whatever it is. You were hanging out with somebody that was broken and they introduced it to you. And then when you look at your family and you say, well, damn, they're taking fucking prescriptions, they're overweight, but then they go to church with the Bible. Everybody's a hypocrite. It's not a lifestyle you want to live. You don't know until you carve out your own lifestyle. The only way you can do that is by not answering your phone. Hell, call Scooter. He'll hack your shit. Get your shit hacked. You don't need outside, sources calling and doing something. And in the modern world we in anyway, like I said, you can go to YouTube University and get any information now completely free. You don't have to go to fucking college. College is for fucking people that are being trained for the matrix. Like, they still think that a doctor and a lawyer is a real profession. That was coming out of slavery 100 years ago, okay? The fact is, doctors don't even make money. That's why they got to drug everybody up, and they got to get down with pharmaceutical companies, give you 1 billion prescriptions so they can, make money that way and this way. And none of them are even American, okay? Because American doctors got up on that shit and started to become plastic surgeons, or, you got to be a surgeon to make money. And that's not even in a city hospital, okay? That's why you see 50 billion doctors in a hospital and not one. Like back in the day, you see 5, 10. No, there's 500, and they all do get out to kids that barely have a fucking license. You look at your prescription, the person that gave that to you never even saw you, okay? So this is a business. This is how they run things. But just like any business, somebody that has a license, you as a civilian can sue your doctor. Okay, darling, if they violate your civil rights. Don't call a lawyer, because lawyers are assholes. They're going to say, no, the case take too long. No, you ain't got no, you don't need them. Your doctor is just a civilian with a license. Just remember that. They are just, if you have evidence, right, that they did something to violate your patient rights, the HIPAA laws, right, there are layers and layers and layers. Look, this is what I'm coming out of. The pharmacist shouldn't even be filling it. Okay, if that's why you go to pharmacy school as a doctor. It takes like 6 years to graduate to become a pharmacist, because you're essentially a doctor. You're not supposed to prescribe anything that doesn't nick, but they do it, right? Then you can sue the pharmaceutical companies that actually drugged you up. All one together and show the damage. But you got to do it once you get off the drugs. You got to get off of them, heal. It's going to take at least 5 years. Who is that? Let me see. I wish I could sue every single one of them, but I can't. That's a lie. Why do you think you can't? They violated your civil rights. Do you see Diddy getting sued now 30 years later, 40 years later? See, you're thinking you can sue them for your injury, right? No, darling, because that might be 3 years. But do you realize, go to AI chat and ask AI chat about, put in you know what a prompt is? You say, well, this happened to me. What should I do? Go to AI. It'll tell you what the fuck you should do. Let me see what it says. I live in Sweden, and we never sue people here. Why don't you be the first? Is it illegal to sue somebody? You don't have civil rights in Sweden? I travel around the world. I just came from Turkey, okay? I was in Switzerland. Of course you can sue. Look, the fact is this. Let me see what she's saying. Go to AI, right? And don't worry. See what you said? What people do. What old people do. The thing about people in their cultures, fuck your culture. You got to be the one to make waves and so things stop. Okay, how do you think things stop? Because somebody stands up and they make a change. But if somebody violates your rights, as a civilian, you have every right to sue them just for that. Now, maybe for the medical part, maybe that was 10 years ago, whatever. That, okay, you can't do that. But there's always something you can sue somebody when they hurt you. Because the fact is, if you have narcissists in your life, and we all do, narc involve a billion other people that you don't even know about. You don't know until you wake up. You'll be like, oh shit, and this is why I lost my home, this is why I lost my car, this is why I have a headache. They're telling you have PTSD. They're making all that shit up. You don't have none of that. It's okay to be depressed. That's why God gave you tears. Why you can't cry? What, your psychiatrist doesn't cry? She doesn't have a bad day? Her husband didn't cheat on her? She didn't get raped? Give me a break. It's all propaganda. It's also they can make $1 billion off. But this is why when these laws came about, they have HIPAA laws, they have everybody violates them. So it's like, it seems normal, right? Guess what? It is very normal for them to do that, to violate your rights, but it's also abnormal for people to start suing, and this is why they violate your rights, which means when you go to court and sue them, it'll be a breeze, because all you're doing is showing what the damages did to you, how you clean. You don't want to go in there broken like, I'm on these drugs and this is what they did to me. Now you want to get your shit together and show the contrast. That's what I just did. I got off 100 drugs, 100 prescriptions, and lost 160 pounds in 1 year with my drug, and they poisoned my dog. Couple of teeth, black and blues everywhere. And this is what the doctors made. They made me like this. They were even trying to give me a pain doctor trying to give me psych drugs. When I told them, I'm not taking none of this stuff. What's going on? She had me buying her diapers, Pampers. They were all skimming money from me, and then they're all fucked. Because guess what? I put everything in writing. Oh, my knee. Jesus, what the fuck? See what you do. You get a little sorry about cursing somebody did. I just had my back done in my knee. And guess what? I'm still doing 4 miles home. That's right. Look, I'm not just like this because I know you're like, how did Rebecca get like this? People think I'm in my 20s because guess what? I am in my 20s. I'm going to be 58 in 5 weeks, right? On paper. But the fact, how I treat my body and my brain is to always make sure I am growing and elevating in some kind of way. And constantly reevaluating like the things I do and the moves I make. Because I'm recovering from a brain injury. I'm actually treating it. I had Alzheimer's and dementia, okay? But most people do have Alzheimer's. Even kids have Alzheimer's. They don't remember shit. They don't know what's going on because everything they're putting in the mouth, the government is making sure you slow down. They don't want you to be intelligent. They don't want you to use your mind. How could they ever own you? That's this is a international thing. Don't you see, even with the migrants, right? How they open up the borders for every major country. Italy, Paris, America, it was Germany. They all opened up and they shut them all down at the same time. Okay? So it doesn't, like I tell you, it doesn't matter who's a Democrat and Republican. This whole world is run on this frequency of putting people in a place where they have to ask for help. Because people that are sick, you are getting, so many people get paid from you. Look, I used to work for New York Organ Donor and write letters to the families, thanking them for their organs, and then checking the sputum levels and blood levels, because you have to donate an organ right away, right? And you'd be shocked what they do with a dead body and how much money they make off of it. Okay, you would be shocked what happens in like underground, and there's so many things that go on. But the Matrix will train you from birth, right, to go to college, will get married, right, go to college so you can get married and then get caught up in the mortgage, make some fucking babies. Once you're a mom, you don't know what's going on. I swear to God, you don't know what's going on. You'll be like so jaded by, I gotta hurry up and do this. I gotta hurry up and do that. And next thing you know, you have depression. It's like entrapment almost. They say, well, you're depressed, you're bipolar. But they gave this shit to you. No, they didn't. You gave it to yourself because you were fucking Russian. You're in charge of yourself. You're free. You can do whatever you want in this world. But the thing is, you have to be very strategic. Hey, Port, what's up, dude? That's my dude from the Middle East. I like your glasses. Oh, say hi to Rumi. Say hi to Rumi. Say hi, girl. Ruby, you say hi? I'm waiting for them to charge up my music, right? So this is what I told y'all to do, right? With your family, if you want to get rid of them peacefully so your heart's not breaking. Because it is going to break when you see that shit, right? When you start to open up this eye, and you're going to be like, oh my, that's what knocks you. They put so much shit in front of you, so every day there's landmines laying around, so you never get to freaking process anything. You're just like rolling on life. You're just living. You're ready to eat. You got to fold the clothes. You got to do laundry. That's like this. Somebody's literally sitting down at a computer programming, I'm going to do this stuff. And they got a leash around your neck, an invisible leash around your neck running shit. But you're letting them do it. You can literally take the leash off, but the thing is, how do you do it? You got to be strategic. Okay? Because narcs work in packs, and they work with government officials. They work with people that you would be shocked, okay, who's involved in your takedown. So what you have to do is be strategic, right? The thing is, if you're sick, right, a narc will leave you the fuck alone. They really will. So you have to have, I bumped up one of the things, right? Instead of having stomach cancer, you need to have brain cancer. So this way, because Narc's going to say, they all say you're crazy, especially when you take your power back. Oh, she's crazy, she lost her mind. They project and say you're them, right? But you're going to call up the person that abused you as a child, the one you still talk to, like your mom, your dad, whatever, and say, Daddy, guess what I found out? I just found out. Please don't tell anybody. Just keep this between us. Don't tell no one. I just found out I have brain cancer. And he said it's a small, go online and look up some brain cancer shit. And say you have sarcoma, something, some shit. Very rare. And oh, I can't believe it. Just keep it between us. I'm going to make it through. They're going to, and please don't tell the rest of the family. Leave it alone, right? Then you're going to wait tomorrow, the next day. Call the person like your aunt, your sister. You know who it is. The next person they talk to. You're going to say, I was walking down the street and there was some kind of commotion. And next year the cops said that I was involved in this violent crime, and they beat me up and they hit me in my head and made it even worse. They didn't even believe that I had a brain cancer because you can't see that shit, right? And now they arrested me and I have a freaking case. Please don't tell anybody. I don't want anybody to know about this. Okay, I'm dealing with so much, but make sure you're not telling about the brain cancer. Just this police issue, and keep it between us because I trust you, darling. Then the next day, you're gonna go into the crack. Not crack, right? You were just somewhere, you met someone, and they said you were just chilling, you were telling them your story, and they said, well, just take a little puff of this. And it was just like pink rock, and you took a puff, and suddenly you just felt so good. And guess what? They're coming over right now. Stop talking about that. They're coming over. I'll be right back. Just don't about act like it's not crack. Don't say it's crack at all. It's just a rock and a little pipe, and it was like, it was just like a little, little weed, but it was a rock, and it was like glassy. Act like you don't know. Act like you're stupid, right? Don't tell anybody. Keep this between us. The fourth thing is, see how you're laughing already? Right. The fourth thing is going to be, we have, HIV positive. You're HIV, you just found out you're HIV. You're going to do this in like 3 days, right? HIV positive, don't tell nobody. The fourth thing is you are selling your ass. I don't care if you're a man or woman, for $10. Yeah, I met this guy. He gave me $20 and he just wanted to fuck me. Or girl. And, 20. Make sure it's really a little bit. Remember, you need to buy your prescription. You got a case now. You barely can pay your bills. And you want to slowly get your shit together. You're going to download the Fabulous app, right? And on there, you're going to make up your bed. Start with things, cleaning out your house. Throw shit out. Any of them demons gave you shit, you got to throw it out. I don't give a fuck what it is. You can't even really sell it because basically you're selling something that is demonized and it's going to possess somebody else, and that's bad karma. So just throw it out. God will replace everything. Throw it out and just minimize your life and start reading all your labels and start taking brain vitamins. You're going to need it. Bacaba is one of the best ones. Take the liquid. It does get you very like this at first because that's your brain cells coming back. And you're going to see, look, I don't even wear glasses. Look, I'm not even cross-eyed anymore. I had 9 strokes. I was cross-eyed. This eye was all the way in. I couldn't even see faces. Everybody's face was like this. The world was lopsided. I couldn't read. None of that. Fixed everything. Everything is fixable. Okay? In this life, and you know what's nice about fixing shit that's broken? Once you fix it, it's brand new. So you have to have like a brand new perspective on things, like a modern way of doing things. Look, my bike, I'm getting ready to buy a new bike. Now, I bought 2 Vespas. Remember, I was a mom, right, when I bought those bikes. I was coming out of being a mother. Now she's older. She's 27. I can finally get a bike. Now I get another one. But you know why I got the other bike so quick? My brain was damaged, right? This is when Sandy happened. That bike got wiped away. And it wasn't a big deal. Let me tell you why. Because I think like a businesswoman. As an artist, you don't have to be an artist to do this, right? But most artists don't know how to incorporate things into business. Always think business. That's why you should take business classes. Go right on YouTube and put in business. What's the newest thing happening in business? Studying it. This is what you're replacing your evil family with. So when you say you're at your doctor's appointment, that's what you're doing. This is a private thing. It's a personal thing. When you say you're smoking the crack, you're actually online, saying, what's mayonnaise made of? Let me make my own. Do you realize everything you go out and buy that's processed, you already have it in your house, the real thing? If it's processed, it's watered down, it's in a plant, it's about 30, 40 years old. And in this day and age, people that run, do these kind of jobs that robots have already taken over, most of them are on meth, drugs. Not everybody, but they're just very sad because they're doing something robotic. They don't like it. That's why a robot could do it. Okay? So they don't give a fuck. That's why you see all these planes going down. Well, I have everything to do with the planes going down. God told me that would happen when I woke up. I told everybody else too. You already know I told you this shit's going to be shaken up. All right? So, but the nice thing about this is so many people are being wiped off. So beautiful empaths that are suckers can live quietly and nicely, but you want to do the work because we've all been under attack, like coming out of it since like 2020. Energetically, we all have. So y'all need to get on your ass. Let me see what my dude is saying. Smoking crack. What if you still love him? No, listen to me. You're going to always love people that you are trained to love. And there's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? They love you too. But if you could see Satan, the devil, right? If you could literally see Satan, if they've done satanic shit to you, And you could actually see Satan, would you negotiate that contract and say, okay, I'm in love with my mother and she's a bitch. She let my uncle rape me or whatever the fuck she let. She let some shit happen that should have never went down, which identified who she is and her level of loving. See, people have levels of how they love, right? And that's okay. Look, I healed and I had to go through the forgiveness part, and that was so hard. Because I swear to God, these motherfuckers killed my son. They killed me. They stripped me of all my money, my vehicles. They damaged my whole body, teeth, mouth, everything I ever worked hard for. They lied on me and slandered. You can't slander my name, okay? Because you're slandering shit amongst each other. And you're doing it in writing. Good. That's good. Everything you see is just evidence. Just remember that, okay? But when you love somebody and you have to go through the forgiveness stage, ask what they brought to the table. They brought something to the table. See, when you're going through the hate stage, like, I hate you, motherfucker. Like the third eye, when you start opening, like, you go through this shit like your skin is crawling. It's like an insane asylum in your head because you're purging everything, right? And you're seeing what really happened, right? Once you get past that, the forgiveness, how you forgive them is see what they brought to the table. What did they bring to the table for you? Did they make you cook? Because, you know, knocks work you to death. They make you work your mind. They make you clean because they act like they can't do shit. But that's good because now you have skills. You have business skills. You have a mind skill where you know how to take care of yourself better because they neglect you. So that's good. You want to be them, but they don't know how to do shit. So that's how you learn to, like, I'm going to love them. And when the crack comes in, is that the thing is, why you're telling about crack and all these bad things about you, because guess what? Narcs is talking that about you. They're saying you're a junkie, you're crazy, you have a disease, you're a whore, a slut, you're a junkie. That's what they're saying. That's the only thing they can say. They say everybody does the same shit. They say the same shit. In their mind, those are the 5 worst things somebody can be, because they have the Bible, they're religious, they're married, you know, they're supposed to be straight-laced and all that shit. Look, we're not dicing them up like that. What we're dicing up is why you give a fuck, right? So yes, you still love them, but you have to have boundaries in this life. You have to protect your brain so you can actually grow it. You know who grew that brain? They did. The brain you have that's damaged, they grew it and you gave them the water to do it. So how much does your sanity mean to you? What do you want to be in life? So you have a tunnel you have to put yourself in, like with blinders, right? And you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And remember, they're the spectators on the side distracting you. So every time you know why a horse has to wear blinders, because they don't want him looking like this so he can go straight. So picture yourself as the horse. The person, you can still love them, but they're on the side, but they have nothing to do with your destination. Where are you going in your life? Where do you want to be? Like Port, you want to be you are a fashion designer. Is this old bitch that hurt you going there? Is she going to encourage you, motivate you, or even be there? She's going to tell you, don't do that. Nah, that's wrong. So, see, she loves you. She does love you, but she's your fan. You know, like, remember fans like to kill their, a fan likes to kill, like, remember how John Lennon died? The fan was like all obsessed with him, but he killed him because he wanted to be him. He was jealous of him. He was jealous at first, and then envy made him kill him. That's what envy does. You have to know that the person you're in love with actually wants to take your life. They want to see you. Maybe they'll toy with you and see you poor and not reach your goals, right? And that's really fucked up. But it's fucked up because you're not reacting the way properly. See, this is why the lies come in, so then your body can digest that shit peacefully, because you're going to be laughing. Why do you think I became a comic? I became a comic when everybody was dying in my family. They got killed in 5 years, all of them. My brother dies, he gets shot right outside my building. 2 weeks later, my mother kills my dad. 3 weeks later, the next brother goes down, the next one, and then my sister shoots herself in the head. And see, they just made my son kill himself. They killed me. I have a very deadly story, but it's very inspiring. Let me tell you why. Because when I was dead, death is a beautiful thing, man. I was always wondering why I had so many dead people around me all the time. Because we don't really die. Our soul is with us. It's always with us. The Matrix makes so much money if you believe that people are really dead. Because then you have the funeral, then you get depressed, you get sadness, you can start beating people, you get angry. All the stages you go through when somebody dies, you get to do that. And you get to pay somebody else to help you out of it. So you get the crack, the drugs, the alcohol, the liquor, the depression, you make babies. I mean, you're going to indulge in the 7 deadly sins. What's it saying? But how do you know what people you can trust? Are you saying trust nobody? Hell, if you have to ask that question, trust nobody. Is your life fabulous and beautiful? The people you know, are they elevated, motivated, healthy people? That's your question. But the question is, why do you care? See, the road to success has nothing to do with anybody but you and your spirit guides. Breaking down how you get to all. See what you're doing right now? You're trying to control somebody else. Everything you ask me is about somebody. What about you? What about you? That's how far you are away from yourself. It's a mix. Trust no one. Why would you trust anybody when they don't even trust themselves? Why do you have to trust somebody? For what? Do you need them for something? What for what? Look, the thing is, I always say trust no one in a sense where you don't have to trust anybody because you're doing everything yourself. Why should you put yourself in a vulnerable position where you have to trust someone and then constantly get disappointed because then they screwed you over? You know, when you meet somebody you could trust, you'll know because your spirit will tell you, your intuition will tell you. But like I said, when you're growing and you're working on yourself, that takes so much time. Like when you start cleaning out your closets and getting rid of all that shit that you're not using. If you're not using it, it belongs in the garbage. You took that stuff on as a emotional crackhead. That means you were emotionally broken in some kind of way and you bought things because they made you feel better at that time, but you weren't going to use it. So that's a fucking problem. That you bought things that you're not going to use so you could feel better. Outside, something external. It has to be something internal. Where you, like I said, that's where the Fabulous app, right? Remember, you are in life school. Life is just about lessons, experiences, and all this, you know, this is when you're opening the third eye, you realize, okay, this is my mother, I love her, but yo, my mother's a problem though. You're like, she's evil. You know your mother better than anybody. If she's not somebody that's an elevated human, you wouldn't be trying to soul search because she would have had that all set up for you. But the fact is, remember slavery, everybody was enslaved, not just black people, not just Jews, they still are now. Look at all these different countries where their dictatorships suppress people. Okay, so it's like a little bit of everybody has. I travel a lot, I'm telling you, and I live in Manhattan where I meet international people all over the world. We all got the same fucking problem. Let me tell you what it is. It's women. It's our mothers, because mothers protect the abusers. And then because they're mothers, they get that label with the marriage, and I have a husband, and you're nothing but a kid that don't have a husband or a man. And that's all part of this whole coven, where coven members take on this persona because they have this umbrella of fake ass power and protection. It's like, remember Stepford Wives? It's like that. That's part of the matrix. The highest level is to make babies and have kids. And then go to church or some kind of religious organization because then you get control over the DNA. You have to break free from that. And the way you do that is to pretend you have cancer, sickness, all of that shit. Look, if they care so much about you, aren't they going to be there helping you out? Honestly, I can't believe you have problems in Europe. Or, honestly, I can't believe you have problems. I don't have any problems in Europe. But I've said there are issues with the whole world. It's an international thing. Pain is an international thing. Narcissists are people that have no empathy and they start a lot of shit and make your life miserable. And there's this, you know what the percentage rate? You have to do percentage in numbers, right? So the percentages of you having a narc in your life is like 87%. And they don't roll alone. Remember, they don't roll alone. There's like so many other people involved in your takedown, right, that you don't even know. Listen, Joy. Why are you doing? Oh, I'm waiting for my speaker to charge. And for some reason, it's not charging in my crib. Like I have it plugged into something else and it's just not charging. You know, I can't go anywhere without my music. Yes, I got to go outside and dance. I just had surgery on my neck. They just did an epidural on my neck and some trigger shots on my back. You know, they put me to sleep. I wait, oh my God. You know how people look at me, right? Because I'm like superhuman. They look at me like, yeah, I'm going to do my 4 miles, man. Yes. Look, I take a lot of stuff. Everything I take in. Look, I have my breakfast bar here, and I made sure I have my juice. I have my tea with my sea moss. Oh, I made this thing called it's called acid leather. So it has lion's mane, right? Sea moss, cannabis, and like 15 other things for energy, and like for and ginseng. You take this, you be like, I swear to God, it feels just like acid. It feels better than acid because the whole time, like, I could feel my brain expanding. Look, I tell you guys, keep your life really simple. Start eliminating things. And the best thing to limit, turn off your phone so you don't have no outside influences. You need to stop talking to your friends and your family. It's like you're detoxing. It's like getting off of a drug. I'm not kidding. But the reason why I tell you to say the 5 things, because now you're going to start laughing. Why do you have to lie to people? Because you know they don't love you. I mean, the way you love, right? They do love you. They don't love you the way you love. The level that they love is not on your level. Everybody has different levels of the way they love. It's not your level, and it's really none of your business. And guess what? You can't change that fact. You know how many other people live in the world that will love you properly? But nobody's going to give you love until you learn how to love yourself. Everything's going to be fake, and it's never going to work out. It's going to be fake because you don't want to do the work. Do the work on yourself, and you're going to have so much fun. I'm telling you, man, everything's being replaced. So if you want to get rid of your family, right, you do the 5 phone calls, but remember, each phone call, you're going to have to write this stuff down too. You can use your journal app. Remember I tell you day one, everything is free. Don't pay for apps. Just get the X and opt out. So you're going to trace. So say your mother, right, the main one you're calling and saying that you have the brain cancer, right? You're going to say that shit. With the brain cancer, you're using the Elevate. Elevate app is for you to enhance your intelligence. People can't fuck with you when you're intelligent, man. I can't believe in the Middle East people are happy and have these times. And wait, just enjoying. You can't believe in the Middle East people are not happy. You really think people in America are fucking happy? I know, because you look at TV and you see the movies and shit. That's not even real. People in, I'm from New York. I'm born and raised here. Not raised, honey. But we don't even go to Times Square, okay? Do you know the last time I saw the ball drop? I was a runaway, and that's where all the runaways go when I was 14. And I met this guy named Naquan. He was like a god, like a 5%er. And, we're there, and I was like, I lost my virginity in the Port Authority in the office. I sure did. And it was like a game room on 42nd where you take pictures and shit. I have the most interesting life. And then he says, yeah, let's go to the ball drop, right? We're there, and this is 1981, right? The next thing you know, they start snatching change. As soon as the ball dropped, and I didn't ever drink in my life. Remember, I lived a very sheltered life. It was my first time being out on my own, and I never had a drink in my life. And I had some wild Irish rolls or some kind of train, some night train or some shit I had to sit. And I just remember the ball drop, and I was like, and they started snatching. Let's run! And we started running, and we ran. I was like, never again. Anywhere I went, people are like my fucking brothers. Stealing, criminal. Scooter was supposed to be the guy I met for the first time that was a straight-laced guy, and he's a serial killer. How about that? See what I mean? When I mean relationship, there's always an issue because people are wearing masks. They're wearing masks. And so are you. Because we have all this pain inside and we have to pretend that shit don't hurt. Like you said, Port, Middle East is fucked up. But you're sitting here dwelling on that. But the fact is, it's fucked up everywhere if that's what your perception is. It's not fucked up in the Middle East. I've seen pictures of where you live. Look at freaking Gaza. Look how they blew that shit up. You have a car. You have the fashion thing. But the thing is, when you start looking outside and seeing what other people are doing, don't let people lie to you. The pictures are fake. Look, I'll show you my pictures. If you saw, I'm going to show you. I have this thing called Pictionary. You actually look at the picture, and I tell you the real story behind the picture. Because I got fly pictures. And, on yachts, getting married, and all this wedding, and you don't even know I'm blind in the picture, and I don't even know what the hell's going on. And I just got poisoned, and I just came out of surgery that day. I just had 150 stitches going from one end to the... So, look, you see what I mean? It's so much to tally up with what you think a perception is. If you are positive in your life, you will see that positive things will happen. First of all, every country is beautiful. I just did a thing with someone. I was telling them, you know what? With the people that, migrants that are here, they don't even realize because they look at TV so much and they're so jaded by the Matrix that they don't even know in their country. How many people move to their country and have spas and they live off the land? And there's a billion ways to do something, and then from that point you build up. Instead of having this grandiose idea of running to another freaking country and making a life, and that's because they looked at something else and based it off of that. Oh, I love you too, sweetheart, Sherry. Okay. I have a lot of stuff coming out. Make sure you go to Planet Blue Temple, PB Temple, and go to subscribe to YouTube. Rebecca the Fabulous Planet. Everything is coming out, and the stories get ready to break. And just have patience. It's coming. Remember, patience, gratitude, and faith. Work on 3 words every 3 months. So that means every time you make a move, you say to yourself, you know what I used to pride myself on as a mother? Saying, I don't have no patience because I got a greedy, crazy kid. She always wants something, and if she don't get it, she'll start crying. Okay? Hey, Auntie Rebecca, hi, girl. Chastel, girl. We talking about life changes. Y'all already know. You haven't seen me in a while. I've been making moves. You know what I had to do? I had to literally go in hibernation for 1 year. That was the, before you awaken, the great awakening, you really do have to, your body shifts when you start getting off all the chemicals and you don't use mayonnaise anymore and Heinz ketchup and Tide. That shit is wild. You don't use toothpaste and you just start making everything yourself, and then you start replacing all your energy and making sure, like, if your phone, and if I hear something is positive, if I see something is uplifting, identify if it's not, because your body will crash after that. And then it just, all these lessons, it's time for rest, because elevation is not straight up. Like I said, healing is like this. Look, it's like this. It goes like this. And then sometimes it's like this. You just sit still for a minute, because you literally do so much, you'll need rest. But I tell everybody, if you're being used, do the 5 things: the crack, the brain cancer, the prostitution. Make sure it's very cheap. Right, like $10. Say some $17. Say some odd number, like $23. The thing is, you want to laugh. You're gonna be laughing when you get off that phone. You're gonna be like, I just told her that shit. You know what you're doing? You're taking control over your pride and your ego, right? And you're taking control over the lies. Knocks lie on you. This is what they say. They say you're crazy. Now they can't use crazy now, because now you have a brain injury, right? You have brain cancer. So you need to teach me how to get to my spiritual journey, because I always feel like I fall off of it. That's what it is, though. But you know what you have to do? Self-awareness, right? When you're on a spiritual journey, it's really a tough road. It's like you're battling the bad from the good. Because remember, the devil is saying, no, don't leave. Don't you leave. He almost had you, right? So it's these stupid little things that happen that your old self, your response is still there, right? So that kind of peels away. But the only way you make it easier, if you start taking brain vitamins. You have to enhance your brain. Most people have a brain injury. 95%. People that don't work on their brain have a brain injury. And not a regular one. It's from child abuse, from, the functioning once you are abused. It's almost like walking around drunk, making decisions drunk. That's exactly what a brain injury is. You make decisions based on a pain that's making you feel better for a second. And then once you collect that, it's another problem, because it's the brain. So once the brain starts to dump out, remember, you got to give yourself grace. That's what I had to learn. And you have to literally work on each thing over the years. Look, remember I told you, I've been telling y'all this for a minute now. I'm working on my emotions, emotional intelligence. I'm at the emotional intelligence, but I had to work on emotional strength. So that means if I see something I don't like, my reaction cannot be, oh my God, now my back is hurting more. Because that's a reaction. When you hurt mentally, like, your body will start hurting. You even get a cold. Your body will start breaking down, right? So I had to get out of that. And then now I'm on the emotional intelligent part. So that is taking a thought in your head. Like, say somebody says, fuck you, Rebecca. I don't like you. Your nose is too big. But I actually love you, though, right? So when you say that to me, it hurts me, because I'm like, why'd you say that to me? But you know what I do now? I don't get that. It doesn't happen. But if it does, I'm on that. Yeah, you're right. I don't like that shit either. I hate my fucking nose. You see, the thing, it has to be a strategic move you make towards getting information and putting it back in. And then suddenly, when you're on your spiritual awakening, and look, I have coaching on my website. It's not up this minute yet, but it's coming. You can book me, and I'll put you on the whole thing, because I have to organize my shit. I have to. But the product that I have will give you the highest height of blessings if you get one of them. Look, that's the one that got Scooter's nephew out of a wheelchair. I have, like, miraculous stories. When I was working with Brooklyn with his evil sister Susan with AIDS, and he was he got shot. He was in his spine. His spine was severed. And I said, yeah, take.
Ms. Williams, I think your speaker's short.
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. I'm sitting here. Wait, hold up. Let me get out of here. Okay. Thank you so much. I almost forgot about it. They're like, get out of here. You're talking too much about prescription.
You good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
There you go. You're welcome.
All right. Okay, you too. All right, let me back out. Like I said, spiritual awakening is a journey that is a forever. Remember, it's forever. It's like, people think the spiritual awakening, like you get to like you're taking a train to 5 stops and then you're there. No, it's forever. It's forever. It's for the rest of your life. Whoa. It's for the rest of your life. Damn, they got all this shit in here. Rainbow me. Oh, Rainbow me got all these coats on. Oh shit, it's snowing? Oh, it's snowing out. I never look at the weather. Let me tell you what's wild. The wild part about a spiritual awakening, when you oh shit. What the fuck? Oh shit, I don't think it wasn't even not charged. I was saying, why is it not charged? I was pushing the wrong button. See, that's a brain injury. I push that button all the time, but oh well, whatever. Anyway, as I said, you guys have to get on the path and use all the apps Fabulous app. That's the app I started with when I was coming out of this, right? And then the Elevate app, right? For your intelligence, I would pay for the Elevate app. Any app that you're going to pay for, make sure you opt out of it first, and then it'll offer to you for half price. It's $40 a year, but you can get it for $20 a year. Use that app. Remember when you're thinking of the loved one you told the lie to, for that body part, so for like the brain, you told your mother you have brain cancer, right? Remember, you're only sharing that lie with just her, nobody else, because you told her don't tell nobody. The other people have different lies. You have to let them think you're completely fucked up, and they will leave you the fuck alone. They'll be so happy that you're sick and you're actually alive and you're gonna die and you have a date and yeah, it's snowing here. It's like, look, it's icy out. It's not really snow. Guess what? I'm still doing my fucking 4 miles in my Gucci sneakers. That's right. Okay? That's why they make coats. I got my music. I got my weed. I have my tea. See, I get charged up. Oh, I have my ginseng. Look, I have my little bottles of ginseng. I have my breakfast bar. You have to set everything up. Oh, and when you're going through a spiritual awakening, it's really important. You want to contact the spirit realm? Lights. Your lighting. Make sure you go get some colored light bulbs, because I tell everybody, it's like when I was dead, you see in my planet, right, how I have all the spotlights, because that's what spirits are. When you die, your body leaves, right, and it's just beams of light, beams of energy, because the lighting is energy. Think about the force of the sun in the universe. That's all we are. We are part of this earth, and we have to go back into it, because what happens is man separated us. Well, we were born into it, right? He separated us from the earth so he can have total control and then provide for us, right? Chemicals, all kinds of shit to make you, crazy and off your game. But that's really important that you do not take in anything from the Matrix. So that's anything processed. If you want to go to a nice restaurant, just go online and look at some fly restaurant shit and make it. Make that. You can go home, you get the chicken, get the vegetables, you can get the fruit. See what I mean? You're replacing, and then go online and take some Apple classes. Go to YouTube University and start studying spirituality, brain injuries, and just like, you should be engulfed in this shit. It will become part of your life. It has to if you want to live. Just remember, everything, whatever age you are, you picked up was from that damaged family member in your bloodline. You have to heal your bloodline. The only way you break generational curses is to not do what the fuck your ancestors did. You cannot, okay? This is a different world. We're in a modern fucking world. You have to be modern. That's what they want. I was dead. That's what they told me to tell you. Don't do what we did. Oh, but my grandmother never did it that way. Don't ever say what somebody did. Do you realize I change my shit every motherfucking day? Every week I have to change my ritual and change it up. It gets very boring doing the same shit all the time, too. Okay, I have my ginseng. I don't just be doing 5 miles. I take a lot of shit. A lot. Like, it's not even that I take a lot. It's just everything it's my lifestyle. Like I said, I made this thing. It's called acid leather. I think I'm an acid too. I gotta get some, like a lot. I'm going to soak it in. But it really doesn't need it. But I can imagine if I had acid. But it's lion mane and sea moss and, oh my God, and ginseng and like all this really good stuff. Yeah, it's snowing. I love it. It's beautiful. I got all my Gucci sneakers that have, look, they have a nice big rubber sole. Yeah, man, feels good to be out. But anyway, I'm not going to stay on too long, but y'all going to see a lot more of me. Make sure you go and join the YouTube channel. If y'all want to see what happened to me, go to Rebecca the Fabulous Shaman or Scented Shaman Stories. Anything, just put in Rebecca the Fabulous. You'll see as I was putting it up, over the years, because this is 4 years in, right? This is the year of reckoning, and it's going down. It's going down. I want y'all to stay positive. Like I said, the new earth is being birthed as soon as I completely up. And as soon as I add the pictures to my family on my ceiling, that's when it'll happen. But it's coming sooner than later, and it is this year of the reckoning, year of the shaman awakening, honey. So stay positive. Remember what I said. 5 things you're gonna, and make sure after you tell them, your family members, and say, yeah, man, I just found out I have cancer, whatever it is, right? Make sure you start laughing. Wait, what is he saying? I still have the key you gave. Who is that? Oh, good. Oh, I remember you. I met you in Soho. Trying to bring the new life. Self-sabotage. I've been trying to follow my cousin's footsteps with spiritual. No, see, the thing is, you have to have your own path. It's nice to have people encouraging you and stuff like that. But you have a path, she has a path. You guys are 2 separate souls. So you don't want to do it alone, right? You're like, no, I want help. Like you just said to me, I want help. It's there. You have to go get it yourself. Nobody can help you. Nobody can do it. You have to do it yourself. Healing is a self-discovery path that you have to do alone. You won't hear anything if people are around you. You won't even see it. And it'll take so long. You may not even get there. Where's my gloves? Oh, they must be under here. Oh, can't lose my gloves. It's going to take so long if you think you have to bring 1 billion people with you to some spiritual path. No, it's 2 separate paths. It's 2 completely different paths, right? And it's like, it's a personal journey because you have your own personal story. And this is why I told you to use the apps. Fabulous. So then on Fabulous app, use their coaching, right? You want to get your shit together, you really have to disconnect from anybody you know. Let's say, wait, I've been trying to follow my cousin. Oh, that's good. I didn't know he passed away. I thought he was alive. Oh, no, yeah, that's the cousin you want. That's the cousin you want, the one that's dead. Look, the thing about death, right? It's called the transition of souls. Even if you had an abortion, that baby is with you to help you. Any animals you had throughout your life, they're there to help you. When I was dead, I saw all of them. It was like so many people. People I didn't know, people I knew. I was like, Whitney Houston, oh shit, Liberace. Oh my God, I saw so many freaking people when I was dead. And they were like embracing me and pushing me back into my body. Because I was like, no, I want to stay. No, Rebecca, you got to miss you. You got to go back. I told you how I woke up. A priest was blessing me to pull the plug on me by myself. Yeah, they left me by myself. And that was good because I wasn't by myself at all. My father was right there with you. He was holding my cat, Perry the cat. And he was holding my son's hand. My son wasn't even dead yet. But he was overdosing. But he wasn't dead yet. They sacrificed him. They got him. They had to sacrifice the child. So, that's good. Like I said, your cousin's dead. That's beautiful. Talk to him every day. What I would do is I would get my cousin something for his birthday. That would bring him even better. Something with feathers. Make it yourself. Get a little piece of canvas. Something he liked. Put it on the canvas with his name. See how you're healing, right? You're transferring the healing energy into art. And just put something like, you are my strength. And his name on a piece of canvas. Go on Amazon and order some canvases. They're like $5. Put his name and put it on your altar. It's just anything on a wall. Could even be a ceiling. And then something that represents your family's culture. Whatever your culture is, feathers, a tooth, it could be anything. Go online and look it up. See, then you'll have more things that you're doing for the healing trade. That's what healing is, trading off. You're trading off what you know for something you don't know and something you've never done. So you can have a new experience. And the spirit realm is it's a big adjustment because you're like, we're so used to always having this human experience with people all the time. But when you enter the spirit realm, the body's not there. So it's an adjustment to hearing their names, talk to you and say, hey girl, don't worry, I got you. And watch, you'll see like a nudge, you'll see the lights flicker, you'll see, a coin on the floor. You'll see something that'll make them feel it. But more than anything, you'll feel their presence and you'll hear the message. If you want to hear it even clearer, call on your archangels and that imaginary friend you had when you was a kid. Everybody has one. That's your spirit guide. You say, spirit guides, please help me to have clarity. God, go through God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, please give me the strength I need. And hold your heart and ask God to heal your heart. Like put your hand on it and say, God, please put your hand on my heart. Jesus, put your hand over God's hand and just go through the whole motions and pull it out, the pain, and replace it with healing and love and forgiveness. And watch what happens. Because that forgiveness part is real sticky. That forgiveness part is like, I find myself, look, I'm fully awakened, right? But I still find myself, which I have, it's okay to look, you just said, what's important to self-recognize how you're feeling. Like you said, but I'm not, that's good. That's part of the healing process. The up and down. Let's see what you're saying. I'm trying. Hello, Diva. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Wait, you said, you got your bracelet. Oh, that's my sweetie. Is that the one I did the acting with? We did this acting skit with your friend. He wanted me to say, you're a fucking junkie. You're a drug addict. He's an asshole. It was a good little skit. But like I said, just like know that when you're starting to heal, you can't tell anybody. Because if you got, I know you want people to be proud of you that you love, right? Like my mother, guess what, Mom? I'm healing. She ain't fucking healed. She don't want you to heal. You crazy? She want to lose a grip on you. Nah, man, you sick. You got the crack in your hand. Don't say it's crack. You have to act like you're stupid. It's just a rock and you're not paying for it. Some guy gave it to you. And you just took a little puff because it's making your cancer feel better. You're going to be laughing so fucking hard. And that's what you want. When you start leaving your bloodline alone, right, and your fake ass reality, it's gonna hurt. And it doesn't hurt when you're laughing. Because you're like, this is crazy, and I even have to do this shit. But I have to make up something because I'm dealing with a snake. I'm dealing with assholes. Wait, I gotta put my foot in my case and put my gloves on. So just you know, it's okay. It you know, like I said, healing is it's upside down. It's like that. It's really, you know what's worse? Sitting in your shit and you don't even smell it anymore. You don't smell that shit, but you know it's shit. You know it is. You know, just ask for courage. Look, if y'all go back to my back videos, you'll see my planet. There's things, every last thing in there is for your mind to encourage you to know about how to regulate your feelings and ask yourself, am I feeling out of 0 today? Am I feeling out of 10? Oh, another app is called Motivation. Go to Motivation and get the Motivation app and put that in every day and let it hit you up. It's free. Remember, this shit is free. So like say you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling, you know, whatever. It has the feelings there. So you put your feelings daily, every day, even if you want to do it for a few hours, okay? And just say, and it's going to send you hits all day to motivate you. Look, when you're motivated, just remember that you're not at your goals because you were demotivated. Demotivation, and they call it humiliation rituals. That's what, I know y'all probably can't believe this shit, but your family members, if they have any kind of religion going on and they're abusive behind the scenes, that's what they're part of. It's like, this is an energetic thing. I know you say, well, that you motherfuckers don't even go outside. Yeah, it's an energetic thing that they have going on to bring people down. That's all, like I said, full-blown matrix mode. Full-blown matrix mode, but really it's none of your business. Your business is to find out what the fuck you want to do with your life so you can be really healthy and happy. You don't want to make fucking babies. For what? Go look at a fucking cow and look at the size of those nickels with all that milk. Hell, go to the supermarket and carry a gallon of milk and imagine that shit coming out your titties and something growing inside of you and you don't even know where the fuck it came from because the person you made that baby with, you don't even know. You don't know their family. Look, I tell you about my big drug dealer brother. His girl, one of his girls was pregnant when he died, 3 months. She went to private school in Germany, right? And still became a heroin addict in the neighborhood where he sold heroin. And she never even met him. And to this day, she's a fucking junkie. Okay, look at my son, 17. 1 pill, he's not even using drugs. Yeah, guess what? Guess how old his father killed somebody at 17 purposely? That's the one in the book, the guy he shot in the head, right? 17, same age, same spot in the head. So you can be signing up when you have a baby by somebody and get married. For hell, you can be giving birth to a fucking demon because it's in the bloodline. Everybody has free will. You have to pray that shit away. But the reality is if you have narcs in your family, your bloodline is tainted too. All you're doing is signing yourself up for war. There's so much to do in this life, man. Like I said, you should be finding out who the fuck you are. And that's never ending because so many good things always come out every year. Every year when you stay modern, there's always new shit out. Look at right now, everything is digital. I've been told y'all that I graduated from the Wood School, one of the most prestigious schools in Manhattan, in 1989, 1 year before they closed. That's right. You guys should be taking as many classes as you can. And your little friends you have, you shouldn't have any friends. Unless y'all are busting moves together. And that should be a schedule thing. It shouldn't be like we hang out all the time and like, you know, like y'all dependent on each other. Guess what? Y'all gonna have the same kind of babies, the same kind of husband, and the same death. That's not fun at all. You want to be an individual. You want to be unique. And you want to add value to the world by healing yourself. Oh, and then make sure you download Day One. That's a journal app. Stop typing shit and writing it down. No, just place your microphone and start talking. Because what you're doing is creating a story. Because in the world we live in, you can create a movie right on AI. Your very own movie. Look, I've been in acting my whole life, performing arts, right? My whole life. And like all that work I did, I'm glad I did it. But now we're in a place where everything's free.
And like, you can make your own movies, you can make your own videos, you can put yourself out there. You don't need big production companies and all. Hell, you can create your own production company. Now you see what I mean? Or would you rather be home being a cow and a maid and a concubine? Because that's what the fuck a wife is, a concubine. She's a maid, and that's why she gets Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. 2 fucking whack-ass days a year that somebody made up so she can feel special. And the rest, 364 days, she's working her ass off like a fucking slave. And like somebody's, it knocks her around, they're training that kid to hate her, making her a miserable. So don't do it, man. Don't do it. Like I said, if you're going to enter in a union of marriage, it should be a business relationship you have with somebody where you draw out a contract and you say, this is what I expect and this is where we're going. And you want to accomplish this? Let's do it. Fuck this court shit. Guess what court you're able to go to? You see? Civil court, right there. If that shit don't work out, this is the loophole people don't tell y'all about. Do you know that? And I knew this shit with a brain injury. I married that motherfucker in Mexico on a yacht, okay? It wasn't a real wedding, but doesn't matter. When you live with somebody, that's matrimony. Do you know what they have in civil court? A button for matrimony. That is a undocumented couple that has an agreement, and what they don't have in divorce court, and you gotta pay a lawyer too, get the fuck out of here. Any kind of abuse you suffered, that is like a civilian between this civilian and then a matrimony button. One check, not no payments. Okay, darling. So the thing is in life, like I said, get it together first. You're gonna start seeing all kinds of shit you didn't even notice. Like, why? You're gonna be like this. Once you open this out, you can't close it anymore. You cannot close it. And you're gonna be so specific about what you want in this life. And like every year you'll grab for more and more. But just remember, spiritual's like this. Look, it's like this. It's not a straight line. It's not a straight line. So yeah, if you're on the path, good. Talk to your relatives. Start calling out on every last archangel. God, I didn't even know about them. I found out, obviously, right? God tells me. But they really helped me. Archangel Michael's going to do all your fighting for you. If somebody's trying to hurt you or bring harm to you, even in your mind, you have like a fight in your head you're fighting with, anything that requires fighting, Archangel Michael, I need you to help me out. Dude, take care of this, man. Watch what happens. Watch what happens, right? As long as God knows you're on the right path, guess what he'll do? He'll put these motherfuckers to sleep for you. That's right. He'll cripple them. He'll make them have comas, blind, and strokes. I got a fucking lawsuit. I had 500 people on. Guess how many of y'all lied? 30. That's it. And to this day, there might be less than that. I don't even know. That's pretty wild, right? Yeah, deceased. All gone. So that's what I'm saying. When you put the good energy out there to heal yourself, and you have been attacked in any kind of way, God is going to set the stage for you. So when you want to heal, right, you want to be stronger on your path, ask Archangel Raphael for more healing. I do it on a daily basis. I'm not kidding. You call him any day. You got to sit there. You got people that got to say my grace. I don't say no grace for what? I don't got to pray over my fucking food. I'd rather pray all day than do that. I see, that's the matrix telling me what to do. I don't have to pray. God knows I'm thankful for my food. You know what God likes? When you talk to him all day. You say, God, I need help with this. God, I need help with that. Like you're talking to me. You know, it doesn't have to be all far off. God, make it all boring and unnatural. That's not natural. That's why they do it, so you don't even want to pray. Man, all these different... I have been to so many different churches and synagogues and temples, my whole life, every kingdom hall, all of it. And I'm telling you, all these shits are like stepwife covenants. Everybody has a personal relationship with God for whatever they need, and you have every right to go after it the way you want to, but talk to him like you talk to a regular person respectfully. Humble yourself and say, God, I need help with this, help with that, blah, 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 and like watch what happens. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm going to give you one example of how when I was coming out of this, right, I had dementia, right, full-blown dementia, and he's after me, like, I'm not hating, he's like, you know, it's in a movie. So I'm at like a nail place getting my nails done. Don't ask me why, because that's what I was doing. I didn't know what to do. But I couldn't walk because my leg was broken, my back's broken. And I'm like, oh, I'm still on the drugs, right? This was in 21, coming out of it. So me and Rumi, I'm like, I got to go to Trader Joe's like 2 blocks away, but I can't walk anymore. I'm like, what do? I got to walk up the block and feed her. She needs chicken. I got to get salmon and chicken. And I can't make it. I just can't do it. And I was like, I don't even know why I made it here. And not even 5 minutes later, some guy with a bag, comes in with a bag from Trader Joe's with 20 pounds of chicken breast. It was like 4 pieces of salmon. He had scallops, shrimp. He had like 6 things of meat. He had like $500 meat. Guess how much he gave it to me? $40. See what I mean? Like, there are so many miracles that'll happen if you ask that. Things like that. I'm not kidding. Like, even my buggy. Remember I told you when I came back from Turkey, they destroyed my bike. Oh, man, yeah, that was good because I ran out of money and I got like 10 grand from my bike and I needed it, right? But guess what? I go outside to walk roomy and I see this buggy in a fucking box. Brand new. Of course, I hooked it up, which is right there. Even when I went outside, I said, I'm building up the fitness part of my temple. I said, damn, God, I need a trampoline. I go outside, there's a brand new trampoline outside. In the box. Here we go again. It happens to me all the time, my whole entire life. Very magical. It's like a genie, you know? But you have that power too if you put... Port, I want you to stop saying, it's that over here. He seems to think, because he lives in the Middle East, that America's so big, a big building. Look, I'm on Broadway. It's a fucking ghost town. Look, see, look. There's nobody else. There's so much sadness in the air. Look, I'm going to show you, look. Look, it's not what you think it is, man. Okay? America is a very sad place where everybody's high as a fucking kite. It's like the fucking movies, like zombies. You know, in the Middle East, it's really obvious, like their violence, their level of violence, but they have it here too. People in America don't even have family. They fucking don't. And if they do, their family's fucking crazy and their family's abusing them. Okay? Just like this, abuse comes in so much. It's like wrapped in a big bow in America. That's how America wraps up their shit. They wrap it up real nice. So then you could be jaded by it and bring your ass over here and be a slave too. Okay? Don't you see what just happened with all the migrants? They want people to hate them. Oh, see how they create hate? Oh, get the fuck out of our country. They told them to come here. What the fuck? You know, so like, don't get involved. Don't get involved. Work on yourself. Work on your happiness. You know, you have to work on happiness and stop saying what you have is whack. Practice. You know what gratitude is? Means, damn, Port, look at me, man. I couldn't even fucking walk. I couldn't even see. Why would I complain, right? I ain't gonna front. When my bike left, I was crying. Because I'm like Pee Wee Herman when it comes to a bike. I've always had a bike. I don't have my bike anymore. But you know what I was doing like this? Like, I don't have my bike anymore. You see my legs? Then I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm complaining like I'm crying, right? But I'm like, I asked God to put me in a position where I can start working on my fitness. Working on my body. How the fuck can I do that if I'm driving everywhere? And I gotta promote myself. And when I'm on my bike, I'm peeling out. You know how much stuff I found out this last year and a half that I've been walking? I'm born here. I never even seen all these stores because I never walked. I have promoted myself. I got modeling. You know how many things, like jobs I got because I walk? Okay, so you see what I mean? That's called surrendering. If you surrender, when you're healing, you have to surrender to your situation. Look at my teeth. When my teeth, I just left the dentist to get that nigga $2,000 I didn't have. I used my credit card. Came home, the shit fell out with the tooth in it. So now ain't nothing I can do. I can't pay nobody to put it back in because there's a tooth in the bridge. Now I'm supposed to walk around with my bridge missing. Y'all go back and look at it. Okay? Guess what? When I started to accept that shit, like, I kept saying I have to accept my fate. What the fuck? I have so much to clean up. Then I'll just accept my fate and I said, I'm gonna keep going. My hair fell out, what am I gonna do? Shave this shit off, and guess what? God is like, you have to wear protection. That's why your hair's out. Don't you get it? He will talk to you like that. He's gonna whip your shit into shape and you may not like it because it's brand new. And guess what? You didn't plan it because you didn't know it. Let God take over. Let him take over your life. And surrender to the idea of just surrendering, and then surrender within positive thinking, right? Don't you have a future that you see from your childhood? What did you want to be? Whatever that is, you can do it. And your perception may change as you heal, but it doesn't matter. You're still on that journey, like the little, you know, like you're like Dorothy. You're on this yellow brick road, and you're on this journey, and you got to go alone, and with your spirit guide. So that means dead family, your grandmother dead. Call her name. Talk to her every day. Once you hear her, you're gonna feel so comfortable, and that takes a long time to adjust, like I said. But once you start hearing it, you're not gonna just hear her, because she's not alone, honey. She's with her sister, her aunt, and they're gonna be cheering you on. They're gonna be opening up doors. You really think humans could do shit that dead people can do? Get the fuck out of here. Nah, they can't. Y'all see me traveling everywhere, all over this world. How the fuck y'all think I do this shit? Get up and move around. Remember, I'm the one with a big dead family, and I love it. I don't want to be 58 with family that's alive. Get the fuck out of here. They weren't healthy. They weren't healthy. If you're not, and I don't mean like body healthy, I mean mentally they were deranged because they were violent. They were stuck in a violent loop where they couldn't stop shooting people in the head every day. That's how I grew up. My brother's killing people every day and laughing about it. Ho, ho, ho. You see what I mean, Port? Like the Middle East, where they shoot motherfuckers up and nobody does nothing. No investigation. You just kill people, fuck their families up, and keep that fucking cycle going. Don't believe what you see, man. Like I said, I have some fucking shit coming out. I want y'all to join it. It's all coming out so you'll know. And the ebooks where I'm going to tell you how my mother murdered my dad. I had to hold his body. Because I said, why the fuck am I holding my dead? First of all, he's not even dead. Why y'all stop working on him like that? Okay, so I had a very treacherous life. For one reason. Because I'm an earth angel. Right? I'm not earth. I'm that angel, honey. But I'm here to shake shit up like I've been doing. And let you motherfuckers know how to get out these stupid ass controlled matrix. Stop. Like I said, if you got prescriptions, stop fucking taking them shits. And heal so you can sue your doctor. You can sue the pharmacist. You can sue anybody involved with making your kidneys fail, making your hair fall out, you look ugly, and now you can't even work anymore. You fall and slip, and when the prescription clearly says it does that. You see when they sell that shit online, they say, makes you sleepy, diarrhea, blah, blah, blah. They don't do that, doctors in America. They just write shit and send you on your way. And they get mad if you try to talk to them and say, well, can I ask you a question? Now, get the fuck out. See what one doctor did to me, pushed me out the office and ruptured my leg. I had to call the police. Look, when you awaken, guess what? You don't need no doctors. You don't need any doctors. You'll be so healthy. And then you won't have bad luck either. You know, a lot of your bad luck comes with people that you're related to. If they're evil, their bad luck will happen to you. That's right. When you have a calling over your name and you're being attacked, you're a special person. And special people on this earth, right, that always get attacked, like the black sheep, the family siphons their energy. And this is your kids too, right? Mothers out there. And they get all the good luck. Like when I put my story, you'll see how I met this dude. I was looking, I looked sick because I had the stroke, but then I was good. And then I got all healthy. He looked like shit. And then all of a sudden, they all beautiful, gorgeous. Because they're using all my products. They're using everything I got. And then I'm the one that's ugly. I'm the one that's like turning into a monster. And then it's funny because when I took my energy back, I went through the ugly phase of like, like a butterfly. You're like, all that shit is falling off. Like, it's funny because I had a trauma therapist. I fired that psychiatrist that drugged me up. Fuck you, nigga, reported him, and I hired a trauma therapist. She actually wrote me this nice long letter talking about my strength and, right, for a little while, for 6 months, because I'm not depending on you either, just as I'm dealing with some trauma shit. So I'll get that for now. But she was telling me how, I just lost my fucking train of thought. I just got put to sleep, right? I'm doing my walk. I don't care. Anyway, I think I talked too much. That's why I lost my train of thought. The thing is this, get your shit together, right? Rebecca the Fabulous is up. Go join the YouTube channel, Rebecca the Fabulous Planet. And the website is, just go to pvtemple.com and you'll see everything that I have going on. And you'll see it as it's coming out, okay? And stay tuned. I have a lot of good stuff coming out. And on there, you'll see Rumi's room. Oh, God, here we go. I had to run from people. People be surrounding me like I own them. It's funny because when I come out, I literally feel like, okay, here we go, ready. Rumi, ready to perform? And it's just really natural when you start coming into your own self and your own purpose and your higher calling. Okay? And stop talking about what's going on somewhere else. All right, boy? You keep saying, every time I talk to him, he goes, oh, my God, I hate Iraq. I hate Iraq. I hate Iraq. Why don't you go online and look up what Iraq has to offer? You don't think people go visit Iraq as a tourist destination? Of course they do. Why don't you go look up that and indulge in something they have, especially as a young person, and you have all those fashionable things. Why don't you take your fashion and make it more Iranian? Something with the culture. I know we gear like towards the pain, and that's okay. That's what's in your mind. That's what you should do. Make a shirt, cut it up with a whole bunch of eyeballs and some skulls. Go get some chicken bones and put the skulls like to represent the pain and the death of what goes on in Iraq. You see what I mean? Now you're creating your own world. And you can afford pain. You can afford to take things that you throw out and use them as art. Just make sure there's no water in it. Dry it out. And put that shit on a shirt. And put on it, I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm healing. Put it like 7 or 8 times in some weird words. Make it scribbly. All right? And then put one of them online and put it on for purchase. Okay, you see what I mean? You're trading everything off. Next thing you know, your whole life's gonna change. You won't see it overnight, but one day you will wake up. I literally now wake up crying. Before I was crying because I was in pain, right? Like coming out of it, but now I literally cry because I can't believe I have this fucking life. It's so peaceful. I create every last thing I make. Everything I make makes me feel really good. You know, everything now I know what I'm doing. Everything I see, I can see bright colors. Remember, I couldn't see. I'm like, oh my God, red. Oh shit, blue. There's so many things. Once everything is taken from you that you come back, and that's how God gets your attention. He'll strip you of everything. It's not them, it's God. He's stripping you so you can see him. Because if he doesn't strip you, you won't see him. You won't see him. All right? All right, guys. Say goodbye to Rumi. What are you chilling, huh, girl? There's my little sweetheart. You want to walk? Oh, I don't think she wants to walk. Rumi's got to lose some weight. I lost a little weight, but she needs to lose some because she's... good luck. See, mindfulness. I got to practice better habits. All right, guys. I love you guys. Remember, stay fabulous, dueling. And I got to put my music back on. All right? I'll see y'all later.